Good afternoon. This is Cheryl Lentz, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, talking to you on Tuesday at 2. I had a couple of different things. I want to open up this month's paper pumpkin, which I just got the other day. It's called Pick of the Crop. I haven't opened it yet, so we'll open that with you. This morning I was working with a new stamp set that's called Cottage. Let's see here, Cottage Rose. So on page 56 and 57 of the annual catalog, hello Cheryl, it's the layout, the 2-page layout for this suite. It's called the Abigail Rose suite. And it just was really interesting. I think the paper is very pretty. It's real kind of muted. I'll pull it out and show you. So it's sort of fun. And then it has dies, but I wasn't quite sure how to use all the dies. So I'll show you what I did. I have one card made with it, and then I have 2 cards to show you with the textured, the split card texture dies also. So I have a lot to show you today. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. Thank you for joining me. I'm almost at, I'm $500 short of my goal of hitting 500,000 for lifetime sales. With Stampin' Up! I've been a demonstrator since 2008, I think it is. I think it's 7 or 8. Anyhow, so a long time coming. I've been full-time for the last quite a few years here, but so much fun. Hi, Pam. I see Pam is. And so anyhow, I'm kind of excited about that. Also, today only, Stampin' Up! Is offering free shipping on Stampin' Up! Products from the catalogs. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I'd be happy to get an order. If you want to go in under Stampin' Up! And list me as your demonstrator, I sure would appreciate it. I'm really excited. It's like this close, you know. So kind of looking forward to that. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to show you the layout in the catalog. Then we'll go through some of the paper and that kind of stuff for the Abigail Rose suite, and then show you all this stuff. I'm kind of all around the place today, kind of haphazard. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Let's see here. So if this bothers you, close your eyes because you're going to go for a little ride. Here we go. So there is the layout. I'm going to just make it bigger. So here's the layout on page 56 and 57. Really beautiful. I love the fonts. I love all the separate flowers and all that good stuff. I just think it's lovely, and the paper is unbelievable. So I'm going to put this off to the side. And here's the stamp set in real life. Ta-da. But what I want to show you is this paper. So here I cut something out, and I'll show you what I did there. But the paper is so cool. So, well, I can do it as I'm talking here. So I pulled out this paper. Well, here are all the dies, right? Here's the images. Here are the dies. So they have a lot of dies. Like this cuts out here. This one cuts out here. So you're cutting out the images in the stamp set itself. And then this big die, then there's some like outlined images that you can cut out, really lovely, detailed. And then there's this big die, and I was like, okay, well, this fits this flower. And this over here fits these 3 flowers, but those are separate things. But look at look at this. This is kind of cool. This die fits right here. Here. Well, it goes all, you can put it everywhere, but can you see that? It goes right over the image on this paper. And it'll cut out all those flowers and all that cool stuff. So what I did over here is I tried it on the edge. And what I did was I lined it up just like this. I just kind of lined it up there like that. And then I took a pencil and I just wrote, drew around it, and then I cut it out inside the pencil line. So that's what was right here on this edge were all these, and then I colored them before I cut them out. But then you have all these beautiful loose flowers and there's flowers and leaves and all this kind of cool stuff to play with. And it's all from this paper. So it was kind of cool because look at all the neat things. I mean, it's very delicate little pieces, but you can see how it fits in there. And you can cut out your DSP. So you can color it and cut it out. And then you have all these loose pieces, just kind of really neat. So the other thing is, so when you stamp these other images, let me just put this over here. So when you stamp this flower image, I just cut that out on a smaller piece of paper, and then I put it in here to cut it out. Okay. Same thing with these 3 flowers. It's one stamp together. So I stamped it, and then you line these up. I had it hooked over on the edge. You can line those up with the die and cut those out, those 3. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. So it's just different. So I just wanted to show you that. So let me move this over, but the paper itself is so beautiful. So here's one side, here's the other side. It's cool. Okay, here's this one, and here's another. This is the back side of that. Let's just pull this out. Malaya, you have to wait, honey. Dog is here. Okay, so here's another beautiful. I mean, these are just gorgeous. And then here's the back side. It looks vintagey to me. Like you could use it just like this. You could add color to it. You could add color with your watercolor pencils or with your blends, or, you know, just a little tiny touch of color. Here's another one. I'm gonna move this over. And I like that it's different sizes. The patterns are all different sizes. Isn't that cool? I mean, it's just really muted and soft and beautiful. Here's another one. Here's the back side. Now this one, I believe, too, you could use your dies on for the leaves. So let's see here, right here. So you could cut these out, this image out also with the dies. So I like when they do that. Here's this one again that I showed in the beginning that uses the big die. And then this one I just think is so cool. Love the background, love the flowers, and then the background. Here's a nice stripe, soft, beautiful colors. And then here's the one that we showed. I actually used this background on the card that I was going to show you here. So this paper is called Abigail Rose. Absolutely beautiful, soft, muted colors. I love it. It says it goes with basic black, crumb cake, early espresso, petal pink, smoky slate, and very vanilla. So I like, you know, you can use the white and vanilla, which is really, really versatile. So let me pull this out. Put this over here for a moment. Go on, you can go under the table. Go under my chair. Ay, ay, ay. So here's the card that I made. So this was the first one that I did. So I wasn't sure how all this cut out. So this flower and the little white space here and these leaves are all one image. That's this image here. And then I cut out the 3 extra flowers, and I did those in different colors. And then I cut out more flowers in another leaf and kind of packed them up in there. I love the verses. So this is from Charming Sentiments, where you have the dies to cut out each of these verses. So I'm going to make a paper on this, and I'll show this on Friday, because to me, I have to run around figuring out which die to use on which one. So I'm going to have one sheet where the verse is stamped on, and then the die will be held on to it so you can see easily, so I don't have to figure things out. I don't have to use my brain as much, which is really a very good thing. Okay, so anyhow, beautiful, beautiful set. Love it. I did use these brand new, let's see here, they are called, where are they? Fine Sparkle Gems is what I used on here, because they had kind of that rosy color, and it just adds a little bit of sparkle in there. So, ta-da. So that's that. That's one thing I wanted to show you. I'm going to put this back in here so I don't lose any of them. Ta-da. There we go. Okay. And then on Friday, I had talked about and I showed these, right? These were with those, the textured dies. I can't remember. Is that what they're called? The split card textured dies. So these were the two that I had done. And with this one, I cut out more and I glued the little squares in. This one, I just used our dauber or our brushes and brushed on color. So that was really fun. But then I wanted to change it up a lot more. And so I made these two. So here's my guy card. So I changed it up, you know, from having it down on the bottom to down on the top. And on this one, because I wanted to make a guy card, not that guys can't have more color, but I wanted to have it kind of utilitarian, right? So I used colors from, I used markers to color in the squares from the neutrals. So I used all the, not all of them, but I used quite a few of the neutral colors to color in the squares. And then I used the metallic dots here. I think those are so cool. The rustic metallic dots. And ta-da. So that was, and this set is, let's see, I have it written down here on my cheat sheet. Do I have the set? Yeah, Wildlife Wonder. This is the set that has the bear with it, but I thought this looked good. I wanted to keep with the square. I used the stylish shapes, so I have the square cutouts. I wanted to keep with that theme, kind of. I thought that was fun. So that's my duplicate on, you know, this one, my two different takes on that one. And then this is a new stamp set that's coming out from Celebration with these wonderful little hippos, which I think are so much fun. So sweet. So here is this one that I had done in white. And so just did that. And what I did on this one, so I cut it out with the black, and then I used my Brights blends. I just kind of pulled colors from wherever, whatever I wanted to do. I pulled out a number of them, and I used the light and the dark, as long as they weren't touching. So I kind of, you know, just whatever color. I was just playing. I didn't even know what I was going to put on here at the time. So, but I thought these two fit beautifully. They come, you can get the stamp set, and then you can get the dies with the separate $50 order. So that'll be coming up next month during Celebration. But I just thought they were so sweet. Not a lot of coloring, so it's not bad. But what big pop of color. So this one is done with the blends. This one is done with the markers. So either or. And then here's, I put the little hearts in the inside again. So anyhow, that was more cards. Can you tell that I love this? I love these dies. I just think they're so much fun. Totally different cards, but lots of fun. And I did not use, usually I would use the adhesive sheets. I did not. On this one, I mean, it's easy to put the adhesive just in the circles, right? The middle of the flowers. And I just put a little skinny dot around the edges. With this one too, I just went around the edge with a real thin, and then kind of with my green glue, kind of put it in here and there all over the place. You could use the adhesive sheets if you wanted to, but it does work both ways. So there you go. So, all right. Now let's do what I was supposed to do today. That was all just a little extra, but I wanted to show you what I was working on. Here's the paper pumpkin. It's called Pick of the Crop. I took the plastic off, but I hadn't opened it here. So let's open it and see what comes with it. So you get a spot of Calypso Coral. Here's the stamp set. Oh, I love that. A big hello. Some cool verses. Thinking of you, Love you a whole bunch. You're the sweetest. You're the pick of the crop. And then strawberries and blueberries and little flowers. Cool. Okay. So here we go. Love the mini canvas shopping bag. Apparently, let's see what's... I think that you can buy these little bags here. Let's see what's in here. So one bag is in here. So this would be like a idea for gift giving, right? I think you can buy more of the canvas bags. So if you love the canvas shopping bag with this month's kit, you can scan the QR code to purchase additional bags. So they want you to stamp, color, and decorate each one. They're perfect size for handmade cards. So then you can put in your cards or put in whatever you want, little gift card, something, and give it away. It's kind of cool. All right, and this is what's coming next month, sending good thoughts, which we're always ready for that. So another fun, looks like a fun one, but let's open this one and see what we have to do here. So... I've been a little bit engrossed in everything else that's been going on, and I haven't been paying attention. So you get a whole sheet of, here's the cute little bag. That's adorable. Very well made. It's even, I used to sew, so I kind of look inside like, is it going to fray? No, all the seams are covered. That's really nice. Yeah, it's a cute little bag. All right, so here's all our goodies. I used to sew. I mean, I can still sew, but I don't have a machine like I used to have. I used to do quilting, and that's why I think some of the things with putting cards together, I think is from all my quilting days, looking at patterns, looking at colors, looking how things go together a little bit different. So here we go. Cool envelopes. Very nice. And then, oh, okay, they're pretty... Here's the card fronts. It must be three, I bet 3 of each. Yeah. So here's one, and then you would fold it, right? Pretty. Ooh, that's lovely. That reminds me of the Horizon card. Very pretty. And then, oh, I was trying to pick that up. You can't. It's on there. Here's the third one. Oh boy. I have not looked online. I haven't looked anywhere, so I'm in the dark. So here we go. It's like a little picnic basket. All right, so those are the 3 cards, and then here's some vellum punch outs that we have. Oh, very cool. All right, some more punch outs. To me, that looks like bread. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. But when we were in, we went out to an island on one of our trips, and we had bought bread and cheese and sausage and wine and all kinds of good stuff. And we had a picnic. It was one of my favorite memories of our trip. We did a Mediterranean cruise, and it was just so much fun. So here we go, very pretty. This looks like what you would see there. Glue dots. Here's my cardboard I saved for Julie. All right, so let's see what they're gonna make. It is bread. Bread and cheese. Now I just need the bottle of wine to go with this one. Very cute. All right, let's get started. We'll make one of each of them, if y'all are game for that. So, boy, I'm glad I got it right. I'm going to pull out my Calypso coral so I don't have to open up my little dot, but you would normally get the little dot that you could use. All right, so it has the 3 on the front, 3 of each of the 3 designs. On the back, you can scan over this. It'll give you more ideas. Here's everything that's included in the kit, and here's some more ideas that you can use. But then on this page here, I'm gonna hold it upside down, I guess, sorry. It'll tell you exactly what you need for each card. So 1, 2, 3, what pieces that you need to finish out each card exactly. So There we go. Let's do this one. I think this is so pretty. Let's do this one first. Come on. Okay, here. We're going to do this one here with our little basket somewhere over here. Here it is. With one of our little carts. So pretty. So these you just punch out. Oh, and even the little wheels punch out. So you'll have some little pie-shaped pieces you could do something with if you wanted to. So here we go. I'm gonna punch all these out. This is what I usually do when I have a lot. And I just kind of hold them down and lift it up. It just goes faster sometimes when I'm trying to get rid of them here. Come on. All right. Yeah, I have so much product here that, you know, with all the different catalogs, the new catalog came out, and so I started, that's where the hippos came from. I have a hard time separating out what I should play with first. And so I decided that one just went so well with all the bright colors and remind me of a little dance background here. There we go. Okay. So let's get this out of the way, all these little pieces. Okay. So that's what I need. Let's see here. I'm going to go to card number 1, which is right here. So you're the pick of the crop is what we're going to stamp on here. So here is my stamp set. Each stamp set is exclusive to each month. So this isn't one you can get anywhere else. They're just with our paper pumpkins. So where's my H block here? I know I always have one on my desk. There we go. And here's a little banner. Where's my little banner? Right here. Must be this one. Yeah. Okay. Here's my little banner to punch out. Here we go. And this one. And then it has one of the small loaves of bread. Crusty French bread. Can't go wrong. Cheese, wine. Yes. It was a beautiful afternoon. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's see here. Stay. All right. We're just going to center that. Stamp that on there. Okay. And then they're saying put dimensionals on it. 2. Oops, come on. Oops, I got the top off. There we go. Sorry. They say 2. I have to put on more. I'm a dimensional person. I don't want it to cave. There we go. And then 1 on here. I think I'm going to pull up one of my little ones and use some of my little dimensionals on here. So if you don't have the little ones, you can use one big one or you can cut them like we used to do, but I so love that we have minis now too. So this goes right on the front of the cart. You're the pick of the crop. And they put it right here, centered on here. There. And then, oh, is that right? No, wait, this has got to go down further. Oops, I did it wrong. Otherwise, the bread has nowhere to go. So we have to move this down a smidgen. Okay, because it's going to go partway over the wheels. That's probably why they said don't put it on there. Okay, here we go. My mistake. It's going to go like here. Now I'll probably glue it down to my table. We are live. And I have no idea. First day stamping. There we go. We're going to put this loaf over here. Ta-da. Okay. And it's just going to go on the front of this card here. Ta-da. This beautiful card. All right. So let's put some more dimensionals on here. Whoopsie daisy. I'm going to put them more than what they say. I have to. There we go. You'll have plenty. Even if you put a lot on like I do, you'll have plenty. So just pull the covers off here. Ta-da, ta-da. And just set it right on here. Ah, cute. There. Ta-da, first one. Ah, that's so cute. Cute, cute. Okay, let's go to the next one. So card number 2 is the big bread. That's the picnic one right here. Okay, so this one is going to use this little tag here that says, thinking of you. This even has some twine with it, so that's kind of cool. So here's my thinking of you stamp. There we go, smaller block. All right. Yeah, I started out so long ago. I started out just like everybody else just to pay for my habit, and it has been quite the ride, quite the journey. Hence the name Stamping Journey is totally why I have that name. My journey has changed many times over since I started, and ironically, when I started, I joined in August, and then I had a bilateral knee replacement. So both of my knees I had replaced at the same time in October of that year. And now here, this year, I end up having a revision of my knees. So I'm back at the same thing 12 years later. Isn't that crazy? Okay, only I just did one at a time. They don't do 2 at a time anymore, I'm told. Oh, so pretty. All right, now, and then there's a little bag. This is going to look like a bag over the top of the bread. Okay. Oopsie, come on. There we go. Okay. So that's going to go in. It's like it's all in the shopping cart here in the little bag. Oh, and cheese. You can't have the bread without the cheese. There we go. Because that's going to go right here. And this is supposed to tie around there. I think that would be hard to do. But let me just take my glue dots. Maybe they slipped it up underneath there. Okay, so first they're putting these down. I will go ahead and do that. I will follow the directions. I will try to follow the directions. And then one here. I'm not always a good direction follower. My upline knows, so Sarah knows every time we go to conventions or go to all these different things, they always have stamping. Everybody stamps, right? I mean, well, that's what we're there for. I am not a good public stamper. I don't stamp well in groups, so most often I bring my stuff home. I just don't know why. I have a hard time doing the stamping in front of everybody. So I don't usually do that. And so it's odd that I can do this. I guess maybe I'm not doing it that well, but I do enjoy this. But I had a hard time stamping, keeping up with everybody. They would laugh, like, do you really stamp? I do stamp. Now you see it. You see it, especially on Wednesdays where I'm stamping. Let's find the end of this. Let's see here. Sometimes if you just kind of pull a little bit, there we go. I find that when it's curly like this, if you just kind of give it a tug, you'll be okay. This says to cut 12 inches from here. So let me do that. Here we go. Where's my little scissors? Here it is. My paper snips. Okay. Now they tie it around there. Okay. Let me try this. I'm like, is this, I can do this? Okay. I can do this. Let's try it. Here we go. It's pretty firm, the vellum. When I do mine, I usually tie a knot instead of trying to do the bow without, you know, having it tied tight. So now we'll do a little bow here. I might have not had it quite centered. That's okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna turn it around because this is the shorter side. This is the longer one, so that can do the loop-de-loops and pull out here. There we go. Okay. Let's pull this a little shorter. Pull this one here. And then they have this right on there. My little thinking of you. And I'm going to poke that little hole out. There we go. And I'm probably going to take a, there we go. Get that through there. Bring my bow out here. Thinking of you. Get that right up there. I guess they maybe put it on and then tied it. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go like this. You know what? I'm just gonna put this underneath. There we go. Just like that. That works for me. And then I'm gonna take the little glue dots and just tuck that under there. So here's the little glue dots. I'm gonna put a couple on here and tuck it right underneath there. So you put the little dots on and then you just kind of pull off the paper and you have little mini glue dots. There we go. I'm gonna sneak it under there just like it's kind of tied on. There. Okay, and then I'm going to take a regular glue dot and I'm gonna glue dot down because this one's a little bit bigger. I'm gonna put it right under the knot so it holds it in place here. Ta-da, there we go. I like that. Now they have glue dots holding this on, the piece of vellum. So I will do that. There we go. Put these on. I'm gonna put an extra one on. And then you just peel off the paper from the top of the glue dot. And this is gonna look like a little bag around our bread and flowers. We just went to the market. We don't have the wine yet. There. There, ta-da. And our cheese. And that'll hold the bottom part down. There. Ta-da. That's so pretty. I should have had the flowers up just a little bit more, so I'll remember that on the next one. And I'm gonna put my cheese over here. There we go. Card number 2. Cool. All right. Card number 3 is the one with the fruit on it. Let's fold this. Love the colors. Love this kind of soft look here. And this one, we have 3D fruit to put on. So this will look like it's coming up a little bit, covers up that one. And then we have this little fruit here. It's gonna go down here. We have a vellum tag. There. And we have a real tag. Let's see here. Popped out from somewhere, I think. Is that right? Oh, it's a tag. Okay, right here. Oh my goodness sakes. Apparently I missed my wake-up call. Here we go. And this one is going to say, love you a whole bunch. So sweet. Okay. Love you a whole bunch right here. I do have some extra ones if you are interested in this month or last month's. They're $23.50, I believe, if you're in the area, so you could pick it up. There we go. Pretty cute, especially now with the gardening and all the good stuff. All right, so this just had some, let's see here, glue dots on here. Oops, come here, little glue dot. Glue this down to the vellum here. The vellum goes behind it. Oops, I missed one little dot. Came off. Okay, we'll get a different one. I'm not going to argue with the dot. Here we go. Okay. This is going to go on here. Like that. Put it a little straighter. Okay. And then they want you to put a little bow on there. So I'm going to pull it tight. They say 6 inches. Pull it tight just to get that curl out of there. There we go. Okay. And tie a little bow here. See if I can do it with my nails. Come on, get in there. There we go. I'll make it a little smaller. I always get it off to one side. I don't know why, but that's big enough. We're going to cut off this little extra. We'll use a glue dot here. Put it on our little tag. There we go. Ta-da. Okay, and then they have these popped up on top, overlapping of the original fruit. There we go. We're going to put 3 on. We're going to bump this guy up too. There. Here we go. Ta-da. Line this up. Line this one up. Just in the corner here, over the basket. Fills in that little square perfectly. And then we have our little sign. These are really designed to make someone smile, I think. Very cute. I love all the colors. And this one's going to go right in here. There, ta-da. So here we go. This month's paper pumpkin. Pick of the crop. You get to make 3 of each of these lovely cards. I think this would be perfect to give with a bottle of wine. I think that would be the appropriate thing to do. So there we go. All right, I'm going to turn the camera around. Oh, I'm a little slow. All right, let me switch this over here. Close your eyes if this bothers you. I'm going to bring the camera back down. Do everything with my phone here. Hello, Kay. All righty. Well, there you go. So pick of the crop. I hope you enjoyed the cards in the beginning. Those split texture dies are like totally fun. I mean, therapeutic, right? You could do a whole bunch of them and then just sit and color. A good thing for kids. And when you're using the black, so if they don't stay exactly in the line, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't show on the black. So using markers or using the blends, either one works great. So thank you so much for joining me. Please join me tomorrow. I'm not sure which monkey cut kit I'll be pulling out, but I'll do a monkey cut kit. It should be at 2 o'clock if all goes well. So is that tomorrow? Yeah, that's tomorrow, Wednesday. I have PT in the morning, 7:45. So we'll see what the bend is. I've been working on it really hard, trying to get a better range of motion here. So take care. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're joining on YouTube, please subscribe. And if you're interested and need any products, please let me know. Free shipping today with orders of $75 or more from Stampin' Up. So thank you, Stampin' Up. I'm hoping that it helps me reach my goal today. So take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.